Hey there, morbid maniacs. It's time for another spooky video, a part of Vlogtober. And for tonight's spooky video, I'm going to be talking about the Black Angel of the Oakland Cemetery. Oakland Cemetery, located in Iowa City, looks like your average cemetery. But when you walk through its iron gates, there is a creepy angel statue that is said to hold a wicked curse. Standing 8 foot tall, it is a monument for the Feldovert family. It was placed in the cemetery on November 21st, 1912. At the time, it was a shimmering gold statue. The statue was placed there for a woman by the name of Teresa Dolezal Feldovert, who was a physician who immigrated to America from a place I'm not going to be able to pronounce, so I'll put the name of it on the bottom of the screen. She came with her son, Eddie Dolezal, to Iowa City, where she worked as a midwife. They lived in Iowa City until 1891, when her son Eddie died of meningitis at the age of 18. He was buried in the Oakland Cemetery, and Teresa had a tree stump monument placed over his grave. After the passing of her son, Teresa ended up moving to Eugene, Oregon, where she then married a man by the name of Nicholas Feldovert, who died just a few years later in 1911.
To design the angel statue that would then hover over her son.
So after the loss of her husband, Teresa ended up moving back to Iowa City, where she hired an artist by the name of Mario Corbell, who designed the angel statue that would then hover over the graves of her son and husband. According to the locals, the statue was actually placed in the cemetery after its arrival in 1912. Others claimed that it was actually stored in a barn and was not placed in the cemetery until after a court case that Teresa had actually placed against the artist. The story states that she did not pay the money that she owed the artist because the statue did not meet her specifications of what she wanted it to look like. It didn't include the tree stump monument that she wanted along with it for her son. Whatever had happened, Eddie's original monument had been moved to be right beside the angel statue. His remains and the ashes of Nicholas Feldovert were placed in a spot underneath the angel's base. Teresa had later passed away of cancer on November 18th, 1924. Her ashes were also placed beneath the angel statue. And soon after this, all of the strange stories started to appear. So the first strange thing that came up was actually where the Black Angel got its name from. Was this originally bronzed, golden, shimmering statue was for some reason turning black. Most have said this is just due to the metal throughout the years. As it gets older and older, the metal starts to turn black. But others believe that there is something more to the story. One legend states that Teresa Feldovert was actually a very mysterious woman, and her evil was said to be what turned the angel statue black. The shadowing of the black on the statue was a constant reminder of the sins of her and her family. Some people claim that there was something that just did not sit well with this angel statue. So most graveyard angels are usually with their head and their wings facing upwards as a sign that, the soul's going into heaven. The Feldovert angel, however, is facing with her head down, and her wings are also pointed downwards. And strange enough, the name of Teresa and her death date was not placed on this angel statue. One legend was that if any girl kissed the angel's feet in the moonlight, that she would then die in 6 months. Others said that if you touched the angel on Halloween night, that you would die 7 years later. And worse, if you kissed the angel itself, your heart would stop beating. The only way that you could escape the curse of the statue is if you were a virgin. If you were pregnant, it said that you should not walk under the wings of the statue, otherwise you will lose your child. Some people have said that the angel actually turned black on the night of Teresa's funeral when there was a freak thunderstorm. According to this, the angel was actually struck by lightning, causing it to turn black. There are also stories that Teresa had promised her husband that she would remain faithful to him until the day that she died. And had she broke her promise, the angel would actually turn black. So the color changing of the statue could have been an indication that Teresa did not keep her promise to her husband and that she was not faithful to him. And the most harshest legend of them all is that Teresa's son did not actually die from an illness, but rather he was murdered by her. She then fled to Oregon and only came back to Iowa City out of guilt. Out of shame, she moved his body to be underneath the statue, and then the angel statue started turning black. Although none of these stories have actually been confirmed, many locals will actually travel to the Oakland Cemetery to test the legend and see what might happen. A lot of paranormal investigators will go there, and some of them have even caught frightening audio recordings, EVPs, and strange light anomalies on camera, which you sometimes will even see floating through the cemetery. It even appeared on Sci-Fi's Haunted Highway, where the guys on the show had captured strange temperature fluctuations on their thermal camera. The statue's temperature had risen dramatically even though it was a cold winter's night. So there was the legend of the Black Angel statue of the Oakland Cemetery. What do you guys think? Would you go there and test out this legend? Personally, I believe that, she did nothing wrong. I mean, I personally don't think she did anything wrong. I think that this legend just got started because of the angel statue turning black. People wanted to make something creepy out of it. But I don't know. I definitely would go there and test out the legend and see if it's true, even though I could possibly die, because you guys know me, I'm crazy. But I would definitely go there and test out this legend. I would love to do that someday, and I don't know what's wrong with me. As you guys seen in my new Morbid Melanie intro for my channel, I absolutely adore cemeteries. I love creepy angel statues. I just think that they look amazing, and there's just something so strangely beautiful about them, and this statue in particular is just gorgeous to me. Like, I would love to visit it someday and take some photos by it. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a big old thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you have not already, and become a Morbid Maniac. And I will see you guys in my next video.